What's good, YouTube? My name's Low Sense, and I'm here to give you my 2 cents on Bleu de Chanel's Eau de Parfum. Now, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum is the only fragrance in my collection that I have 2 bottles of. And that's because this stuff is great. There is no other way for me to put this. I mean, you've watched 5 or 10 videos before you get into this video to hear the same thing. So I don't know why you haven't purchased this already. This stuff just does what it's supposed to do, and I'm a little upset with myself that I didn't purchase this a lot earlier into my collecting years. This would have saved me a lot of headaches, and this would have also saved me a lot of money, because there was a point in time in which I had at least 7 different fragrances that did what this was supposed to do, and none of them really did it how this one does it. The closest one is YSL EDP, but it's not as refined as this, if that makes any sense. Like, every time I get a haircut and I wear this, I just feel great. And this has gotten me a tremendous amount of compliments, not because of how complex it is, but in my opinion, it's because this is so easy to wear. It's so easy to understand. A lot of people have already had an experience with this, be it positive, be it negative, but for the most part, a lot of people have had a positive experience with this. Like, I haven't come across someone who has told me I remind them of their ex. If anything, some of the compliments that I've gotten, and I've been surprised because this, like, I have different things in my collection. I have Parfums of Marley's Percival, which in my opinion is 25 times better than this, and it doesn't get me the same amount of love that this one gets me. And I will continue to rebuy this when when this bottle and the other one runs out. I will continue to rebuy this. There's just nothing else that I can really say about this fragrance. I'm not gonna take 5-15 minutes of your day to continue telling you what you already know about this. Don't be like me. Like, if you've already been thinking about getting this, just go out and get it. Do yourself the favor and do your future self the favor of just having this in your rotation. You can't go wrong with this. If you're 20 to 25, you can't go wrong with this. If you're in college, you can't go wrong with this. If you're wearing this to the office, you can't go wrong with it, but you're not going to be like unique. Like, your coworkers would have smelt that, especially if you're in a place in which everybody's getting a little bit of money. Like, this is gonna be the first, or one of the first fragrances that they're gonna go to Macy's, you're gonna go to Ulta or Sephora and pick up. So if you're 27 to 35, I'll definitely recommend you to get something that's more unique. But if you're a young man, go ahead and get this. And even if you're 27 and 35, this is great. Like, the only reason I have this in my collection was because I smelled this on my uncle. He smelled fantastic. I and it probably sounds silly. I had smelled this multiple times. I had gone to Ulta, I had gone to Sephora, and I had smelt it. It never really did something to me until I smelt it on somebody that I looked up to. I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. I gave it a shot, and I haven't gone back, and I'm pretty sure that I'm never going to run out. And when I do run out of this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it again, because this stuff is just great. Like, that's really the only thing that I can continue saying about this. This stuff, what this does for you, you can't find anywhere else. Yes, you have Acqua di Gio Profumo, you have YSL EDP, you have Prada L'Homme, you have other fragrances that you can wear instead of this. They'll get the job done. But there's just something magical about this fragrance that can't be replicated. And it will continue to get sold, and people will continue to go get this for their significant others, for people that they look up to, because this, in my opinion, if you're a man and you don't have a bottle of this in your collection, you're missing out big time. This is a perfect white tea fragrance. This is a perfect going to the gym fragrance, running errands. There is no situation in which you can't wear this. If you're only gonna have 5 to 10 fragrances, there is no way that you have a 5 to 10 fragrance collection and you don't have this in it. There's just no way. This stuff is great. I tell you, if you're saving up for it, continue saving up for it. This will be a great investment, especially if you're a young man, you're starting your journey, your self-improvement, self-development journey, and you want to upgrade your style, your personality. Just stop eating out. Stop going to Ross, TJ Maxx, which you could still find great stuff over there. Save up and get this. You won't regret it. This will be the best investment you would have made in your teen years.